Race at the Texas Motor Speedway here for the Texas 500. I'm Emerson.
I'm Jackson. Emerson, it's good to have you back, buddy. It really is. I think it's been like 3 weeks.
It was 3 weeks, yeah. Been really busy with personal stuff, but really glad to get back into the booth. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Got a big field tonight and damage at a mile-and-a-half track.
Yeah, yep. Last week, Martinsville was our first race of having damage in the Veedverks League. And with that being said, not too big of a problem with obviously not as much aero issues there, but Texas is a track that aero's going to play a big factor. Guys are going to have to keep their nose clean if they want to compete late in this thing.
No, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and start off the race tonight with a moment of silence for Roll Tide, who had a family member killed in action overseas. Um, Much respect, and we'll go ahead and we'll take a moment of silence in honor of that
You see
family
the
member.
RCR cars go to the front here in a 3-wide salute. And so, yeah, this is the original first pace lap. The second lap will be a moment of silence, and about turn 3, they'll line back up, and then we'll go green right after that.
Mm-hmm. I just want to admire that both of the RCR cars running patriotic schemes today. That is a very nice touch. So as the field approaches the apex of 3 and 4, we're getting ready to go and getting ready to rock and roll here in the Lone Star State of Texas. Here at the Texas Motor Speedway, the Texas 500. The field approaches the restart box. It's a Penske front row. Green flag in the air. We're racing at Texas.
Corey out to a good start. A lot of people said he had a very fast car this race. As usual, every other week he gets down to the inside. The inside is where you want and need to be. The outside does not work at this track at all. I'm expecting some pack racing early on, with guys also being cautious for damage as they enter turn 3.
Yeah, you saw it's not even on the restart that they go into turn 1 double file. They singled it out really quickly. That's
Yep.
just the nature of this track after it's repaved.
Keep in mind, you see right there, Party sitting in third. Last corner, he lost the race last week. That's where he lost it. Corey gave him the bumper, moved him out of the way. Party wants to get that win. He's sitting in third right now. He is hungrier than anyone else in the field. As right behind him is Spooby in the 78.
So we're getting word from the booth that this was not an attempt to start the race. You're going to
Yep.
restart the attempt to start this race. We lost a driver prior to the start, um, prior to the 10% distance being completed in this race. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to line them up and try it again. So, yep.
Yeah.
On the tribute, are we? So we'll go ahead and we'll keep the stream rolling, especially for the tribute.
Just send us the invite, Brody. Who was it with issues right there?
I just thought that was really cool. The cars honoring for the tribute, the RCR cars were both running patriotic schemes. That was really cool. So as we get everybody back into the lobby, ready to get back to racing, um, Jackson, what did we see out of those first couple laps that's going to indicate the kind of racing we're going to have throughout
We've
the
seen
day?
people drafting. We've seen people going to the inside. If you can get to the inside and hold that position, you're going to be extremely hard to beat here today. I think Corey starting on the pole is where he needs to be. You got the two underneath. Obviously, they're working together to make sure they can both stay 1-2 right there. That's a normal thing in this sport. So I think the inside's where you want to be. And we notice Spooby in 5th. Party was in 4th, I believe. I don't remember who was in 3rd at the moment. But there's a lot of guys we're going to have to watch the rest of the race. Keep in mind, this race last year, the winner was Stay High. So he's looking to repeat. And last year in the chase when they went to Texas, it was Corey. So Corey's trying to get 2 in a row. Stay High's trying to get a repeat. Remember, the last mile and a half like this we went to of Atlanta, Stay High had a good chance to win, lost it towards the end, finished 3rd, I believe. So a lot of things can happen this race. You know, it's not just going to be these guys up front. We're going to see a lot of swapping around. Can we join?
Oh. Okay. All right. Like, no, they're on the pace lap. All right. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right back into this. The drivers have cooled their cars, gotten out the backup cars, the 2001 Winston all over again. Here we go. Getting to restart the Texas 500.
Well, here reports the 95 lost connection right there. See what's going on, what they all decide to do.
You might as well not go to sleep. Getting word from the tower. The field was not ready to go. They're going to bring them back down the pit lane. They're going to cool the cars off, get some more backups out, and we'll try to sing one more time. So, still reflecting back on the first couple laps, it was, I was surprised, yet I was not surprised that as they entered the first corner, most of the field got singled out because that is the nature of the corner. But on the restart, the 22 got such a great start that I don't know. I just didn't expect.
Well, the 22 probably got such a great
out.
start. The 2 probably, you know, that's probably planned. I mean, the 22 was the pole.
Yeah, that's right.
With the inside being
correct.
such an advantage here, him starting on that side, he definitely was. They had definitely working his teammates there. So that was the reason for that. But I'm telling you, man, the inside is where you've got to be. The only way you're going to be able to make a pass above the inside line is to literally pinch that guy on the inside down. That's the only way. You're not going to go in the corner on the high side to get run out. It is such a disadvantage to run the high line here.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's so contradictory to what was ran not even 2 years ago. Prior to the repave, you could run any lane on this track and be competitive, but
Yeah.
they changed turns 1 and 2 because they had a hard time drying the track, and so with that came a whole new style of racing at this racetrack. Some drivers like it, some drivers don't, but nonetheless, all of them have to race the same track.
Can we join or no? Alright.
All right, third time's the charm. We're gonna go ahead and we'll join the field as they start peeling off of the pit lane, getting back into their order. If you've forgotten, the 2 and the 22 will start on the front row.
Yep.
Got a nice field here tonight.
Oh.
There we 15 cars. It's gonna be fun.
14. Oh yeah, duh, I'm an idiot.
Me too. Which makes us perfect for the job.
Yeah.
Gotta be able to laugh at yourself to enjoy anything in life.
Emerson, has it let you hit start yet?
Yeah.
It hasn't even given me the option.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try it again. Dude, literally as I exited the lobby, it popped up. My luck. That's how I go, bro.
And we are joining the field as they approach turn number 3. 15 strong at the Great Texas Motor Speedway, and we're in for a great time. Side, the 2 on the like the initial start of this race, the 22 will jump out to a huge lead. The 2, not such a great start, side by side with the 78. Still a side by side battle. That second spot from the 2 car, can he get there? Oh, he's gonna... Contact in the back. It looks like the 3 got together with a couple drivers. The 95 into grass. The 17 trying to find its way around this racetrack. The 31 seem to be staying green for the most part. The 22 and the 2 continue to lead. And at the end of lap number 2, the caution is out. The 22
finally being
is
able
your
to
leader.
load this race up now.
My guess would be the 31, but I did not get a clear view. You got the feed? You have the feed, Jackson?
Yeah, finally.
Alright. So, the start, almost an exact replica of the initial start. So, as far as action up until the 95 and the 31 getting together in the first part of the quad oval, well, the exit of turn 4 part of the quad oval, that's the only thing you missed.
Yeah.
From what I could tell, it might have been just on the exit of turn 4. It's such a drastic change in banking feel like I think the 95 was to the inside of the 31. They made contact, and I saw the 31 hit the wall.
Okay.
And it was on from there. The 31, the 95, the 17.
So with just about 2 or 3 laps ran, we'll see who all decides to come to pit road here.
Yeah, everybody now on the access lane. Does that mean everybody is coming?
Looks like
here they come.
Both Penske
Approaching the
cars
pit
will
lane.
come. So far, everyone heading to pit lane.
Everybody in the 15 car field will come on down. There's a few drivers that have damage that very well should come down.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see who has a front stall here. We'll grab them. 21. Right along with the 9 now, is it him? It is the 9 car. And Spooby off to the lead first. Definitely took some strategy there. Here comes the 11 sec. Miz in third. Stay high in fourth. Last year's winner party. Corey, Ernie. I seen Riot, the 2. And here comes the rest of the field right now.
Yeah, what a race off of pit road we had right there. The field peels back onto the racetrack, and they'll get the 1 to go at the start-finish line, and we'll get another try to get some racing in here. I don't think we have had yet to complete 2 full green flag laps.
It's been a struggle. It's been a struggle, but I know these guys will get it together. It's gonna be
and I say that, but we've really only had 1 caution.
And a lot of these guys are having, yeah, that's true. That's a very good point. A lot of these guys have very, very loose setups. I've ran a couple of these guys' setups. They are very, very loose. So these guys are going to be forcing it in spots maybe their car can't handle. It's going to be interesting to see, especially with damage, on how aggressive will you be.
Yeah, definitely. As a driver, I think it's important you have a loose setup at this racetrack because of how flat 1 and 2 are. You want a car that you might want to have more control of to keep under you in that corner because it's so flat and slick. But at the same time, you're going to lose so much speed when those who have a loose car and are just sending in and praying that it sticks under them.
Absolutely.
So the field approaches the restart box, double file, 15 strong, 7.5 rows deep. The 78 and the 11 on the front row, green flag back in the air. We're racing at Texas.
You see right there, 78 to the outside. 11 got a good restart there. Stayed with him. 78's going to get to the inside, straight down there. Listen to him drive that thing. Right down there. He's going to slide up a little bit. 11 going to stay right there behind him. The 9, right behind him. He took some strategy to get there. Remember, Corey already worked his way back up to 4th. Party on the outside. No, we're going to watch Party drop like a rock right here. Is Motorsports underneath him? No, actually, right
contact between the 70 and the 11, maybe. No
contact. Got a little loose there. Okay. 18 right there. Stay high. Moved into 3rd.
Yep, we got 3 Toyotas, a Ford, and a Chevy in the top 5.
Everyone trying to run the best line for them at the moment. 78 going right back down, trying to get to the yellow line, but it's also loose. You can hear him driving that thing. Look at the wheel in that car.
The 11 was trying to find
contact! 18 into the 11!
The 18 hard into the wall. The 22 in the grass. Hard into the wall he goes. The 1
a lot of cars right now expecting a caution. Haven't heard anything yet. Caution is in fact out.
Caution has been called. The 2 is out. The 2 is damaged. The 11 is damaged. The 9 spun. The 31 is damaged. The 31 got damaged from the earlier wreck. The 22 has damage. Heavy hitters. I mean, these were some people we thought were going to contend early. Absolutely. Just in an accident.
Yeah.
11 and 18, yes. Big time. I don't think it was intentional at all, but it was just, man, it was it was tough racing. Yeah, what I feel like is the 11 was just trying to find some speed, trying to get back to the right rear of the 78 car. He was in the middle lane of 3 and 4, and it was just not working out for him. The 78 had a better corner than the 11, and the 11 fell back, and maybe trying to get back in line. Maybe he wasn't clear of the 18, made contact with the 18, then hit the outside wall in the first part of the quad oval closest to the start.
A lot of things could happen right there. The 78, all of them coming down underneath the road, or the speedway, onto the asphalt apron. Sorry here, and the 78 looks like he's definitely coming in. With anyone else, and everyone looks like they're coming in right now.
I can't imagine anybody not coming down.
I don't know why. I mean, we've only had 2 laps on each run, really. So apparently there's a lot of fall off, or these guys don't have their cars quite where they want them. Really.
I was gonna say, I don't think anybody has a perfect race car right now, especially those with damage, which is now about half the field.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, who knows? We just called out the ones that we saw hit the wall and jolt out of line, but maybe some others just got damaged and kept it straight.
Some others possibly could have damage. 78 going to come out first again. The 1 going to be in second.
Ooh, the 1.
The 22nd, right? Or the 22 coming out in third.
18 in fourth, 95 in fifth, and the 88 in sixth. Drivers to the rear, the 18 car. The 31 looks like he'll voluntarily drop. I think the 31 has a lot of damage.
1 to go. 1 to go when we get to the line here. 78 still in the lead after last restart. Led the most laps today, probably around 6.
I would say being up front is safe, but I mean, this crash happened right behind Scooby.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
You are not safe if you're on this racetrack.
Remember the 95 involved in that crash earlier. He's in the 4th now.
Yeah, looks like he got better part of it. He didn't really get that much damage.
No, he'll be all right. The 1 in second of Party People. He's definitely trying to get up there to the front. We see the
22 is up here, has a bit of damage, but we'll see if it affects the performance of the 22 car.
They could have got that fixed in pits. A lot of time with the stream here, we'll see the damage they have the whole entire race. But hopefully he got that
definitely
taken care of.
Or for the most part, he'll probably have a little bit remaining, but hopefully it doesn't affect the car that much. But it is a mile and a half. Aerodynamics is all we talk about here.
Yeah, it's the most important thing, other than the driver, of course. And we're going to come to green this time. You can see Spooby in the lead with Party People in second, Corey in third, the 95
this is interesting.
in fourth, and the 5th.
Can the 78 get a good restart on the inside lane? Green flag back in the air. We're racing again at Texas. The 1 does not capitalize on the outside lane.
He's getting pushed by the 95. 1's got to slide down right here in front of the 31.
There he goes. Found his opening. The 22 looks either to be tighter, looking for clean air.
22 trying to gain on the leader. The 78 needs to get away. They're going to be pulling on the draft. The 1's gotten below the 22. He's going to stay there.
What a
22.
move.
Staying a little loose. Can't stretch that car out right there. I believe the 22's faster, but the 1 has that inside line. And look at how he's going to pass him like it's nothing. 22 can kiss the wall a little bit there. Look at the pack all spread out, 4 wide in some spots right now at the moment.
And I know anytime there's a battle for second, we always say that the leader's loving it, but I'm sure Spooby is loving it, because the more time he's not contested for his position, the more time he's safe from getting damage.
Exactly, and the 1 gaining right there. He's there now. When he make a move? Will he? Who knows?
Yeah, looks like the 1 has some unsung speed.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be fun to see if he can get around the 78.
Just got to remember, you can't win it on lap 10, but you can sure lose it. Look at him following the 78 into the corner.
Yeah, he took a higher entry.
78 got low before the 1, and he gained just a little bit. And these two have kind of broken away from the field. Let's see what's going on back here.
The 22 and the 31 are going at it for third, but they have definitely drifted back from the front two right now. The 78 and the 1
Absolutely.
going toe-to-toe.
Two cars sitting there. He's gaining. He's right behind the 31 now. Roll Tide still trying to get that first official win of the season. 88. Watch the 88 up there on the top. He's going to slowly slide back right now.
If you're in the one car's position, you want to be aggressive. The thing is, you have to be patient as well because it's so hard to pass, like finding a lane, and it's just the product of the package and the racetrack.
There he goes.
There goes the 1 to the inside. The 78 racing him really clean, gives him all the room in the world.
One's got the inside. Can 78 get a run off the corner?
Gonna be side by side to the start finish line. Looks like the 1 will get it at that time, at the stripe that time.
It must have been close because I thought it was the 78. And now watch the 22 gaining on this like no one's business. The 1 wiggles, trying to stay off. The 78 doing the right thing, kind of going a little low on the exit. He's going to get a run on the 1 here.
Contact down the backstretch. Yeah, the 2 is eating this up.
And there's the 22 gaining no problem. As you see, these guys are side by side for 2 laps. Great racers right here. What's going to happen going in turn 1? Oh!
Ooh,
no contact. It got close.
Loose.
No contact.
That's not how he wanted to enter the corner, but the 78 drifts way up high, side by side down the back. The 22 maybe looking to take it 3 wide. Is the 1 cleared the 78?
The 1 should be able to clear the 78.
There he goes.
Will. Now the 1 can run his preferred line wherever he wants. The 78 is going to have to get back down right behind the 22. He does.
The 22 up to second.
Yep, some Texas Dega action here as they're going into turn 1. Lose 1 spot, fall back to third, have to get back in line before anything else happens. And these leaders battling. Remember we talked about
the racetrack.
The 2 cars checking out, no more. The whole field has caught up to these guys right now. And as you see, they're kind of, I mean, they're not one single file, but they're kind of spread out. No one's side by side at the moment. Everyone's trying to figure out their car, pick and choose their moves with damage on.
Yeah, you definitely have to be a lot smarter when your day could be ended by 1 wrong move.
Absolutely.
So what I had noticed was when Spooby had his big lead, everybody from second on back was in a pack, 2 wide, 3 wide, sometimes 4 wide, all over the racetrack. As soon as they got singled out, well, as soon as the 1 got up to the 78 and they started battling, everybody from third on back singled it out.
Absolutely. And look at Spoopy right now, right up against the wall. He's going to lose some more positions here. Ernie falling behind him.
Is he trying to put debris on his tires? That is way out of the racing groove.
Way up there, trying to figure out some things. Look at the 22, trying to go above the 1. Ooh, smacked the wall.
Yeah,
the 3 did. Or was that 31?
Oh, that's the 3.
31. Okay, I thought it was the 3.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, the 3 definitely smacked the wall there. Looks like he'll be able to continue.
Looks like the 21 in the wall up there. Yeah, the 31's in the back. That's right. The 3, yeah, a little bit on the aggressive, a little bit of damage. Maybe the car pushing on corner exit, a little bit of oversteer, and just hits the wall out of turn 4.
And speaking of pushing, the Corey pushing the 1 into turn 3 there. The 1's got to be frustrated. That's how last week went down. How will he retaliate, or is he just going to try to draw away and hold his own line? Oh, he's going to slide up here. The 22's got a good opportunity to get underneath him. Looks like nothing will happen. Oh, the 22 got low there, but he's not able as the 1's going to close the door. And look, out of nowhere, here comes the 24 of Jaywood, who is now in 4th position. Got a little bit of damage to the front end, sitting there behind the 2. Is he going to make a move up? Because now the front 4 cars have now kind of separated.
This is what I love about this series. It's so competitive. New players every, 5 laps. Here we have the 24 car. We haven't even mentioned the 24 car all race, and here he is in 4th, looking. He has a crack at the lead right now.
Absolutely. Oh, the 22 hits the apron. He's going to slide up.
Yeah, hit the white line, got them all out of whack.
He's going to lose 1 position. Looks like 2. Heck, the 18 and the 48 might get around him as well. That's the preferred line.
Yeah, the 22 is going to go from 2nd to 6th.
Yep, right there. I mean, that's just something like just a little snap of the finger mistake. Hit the apron, slid up. He goes from second position, about to take the lead, all the way back to sixth. He's got to be pretty frustrated with that.
Yeah, he does, but you gotta understand that this is such a long race.
The 78's on pit road actually at the moment. Maybe some strategy here.
Yeah, the 17 is in the grass on the front stretch.
17 looks like he's been struggling with his car today. Hump, as they call him.
Probably has a lot of damage. Yeah, that's you feel bad for him. And he's out here, he's mowing the grass for free. Wow. Unpaid labor.
It's a shame. Texas laws. Anyways, as we're going into turn 1, exiting turn 2,
the
party's kind of stretched out. Oh, the 24 right there. 24's got to the inside. It looks like he's going to make another move. No. They showed it wrong, as he's not going to. The 2's going to be able to shut the door. The 18 behind them, the 22 behind them.
Got a nice 5-car battle. Who did we lost the 48 car? 48's on pit road. The 22, as I was going to say, it's going to be a testament to the kind of driver he is on how he reacts after losing so many spots from his own mistake. And he's going to recover just fine. Trouble! Up until the 18, hit the 22. Trouble on the backstretch. Everybody scatters.
Don't think there'll be anything.
We have the 9 and the 17 on pit road. Caution on the speedway. Did the 1 make it to pit road?
The 1's on pit road. I mean, he's already at the finish. I'd say, maybe. What? It had to be 18 right there, right?
I think the 1 made it, but everybody else got out. Who is
Emerson, who did you see the caution as? I thought it was
the 18 and the 22. I thought started.
Well, the 2 may have done. I didn't know if the 18 got in the 2. It may have just been 18 and 22, but the 18 shot down.
It was something else. I mean.
No, the 18 got collected by the 2. Yeah.
And then the 22 got clobbered. Right as we were talking about.
It was the first two cars would be 2 and 18.
So, it's our first caution of the day where we have a beneficiary of the caution. The 48, we will add +1 lap to his tally.
And that 1 car sitting in the catbird seat, he's already pitted.
Yeah,
he's already pitted. He's going to come out in first place right where he left. Timed it perfectly. I mean, he probably seen what was going on in his rearview mirror, said, I got a chance to beat it here. Definitely made it in on time.
He was the leader entering turn 3. You could have seen, you could have seen everybody scattering in his mirror, and he's like, I got to get down to the apron.
A lot of people say he's passing on pit road.
And the race off of pit road,
he's already starting in the back regardless.
The 24, the 3, the 88. Yeah, the 1 now will take over as the leader. The 11 looks second.
Looks like it.
Here comes the lap down cars by the pit lane, and looks like all 5 of them will take their wave around.
So the 11 coming into pit road now.
Leader is in turn
If it's
4.
Yeah, it looks like they're turn 4.
The
It looks
11
like
will be back
pitting right
down the
now.
pit lane. So the one car, the race leader, will elect the outside lane because we saw Overvin when he was on the outside lane in second position against the 78. The outside lane is definitely the lane on the restarts. It's a dominant lane. If you
Also-
can nail your restart, get up to the gears, you're going to get a great run in the turn one.
Also, you know, he drives for Jay Wood in the trucks in the Xfinity Series. Probably some, hey man, just let me down, and then them two will be in first and second place. Roll Tide sitting there, or excuse me, not Roll Tide. Riot is in third right now. Nos in fourth. Corey.
So we're going to have about 5 wave around cars. The 48 is the beneficiary, which leaves that's 15 minus 6. That means 9 cars were on the lead lap when the caution came out.
How many laps ago at green?
The leaders come into 1 to go now.
I meant in the stage.
Right. They're going to be going green with 7 laps to go in stage number 1. It's going to be a shootout. Who wants those stage points?
Looks like... Who's your pick to win this, Emerson?
So as the back half of the field sorts out running order and restart positions, the field approaches turn number 3. The 1 car, your race leader on the outside lane. The 24 will restart second on the inside lane. Who's going to have the better push? They approach the restart box. The 31 on the inside behind the 20, 40, 80 on the outside behind the 1. Green flag back in the air. We're racing at Texas, and the 1 with a huge start.
Crazy good restart for the 1 there.
How you get to start like that. I mean, that had to be nailing it. Had to catch the 24 snoozing and had to get it through his gears like perfectly. Oh, contact
Absolutely.
in the back.
See the 1 right now in the lead, the 24 behind him, the 3 of Riot behind him. Then our first Ford in fourth with Corey. 3 Chevys at the front right now. Oh, Nas hits the wall a little bit. Looks like he's going to be all right. Losing a bunch of positions doing that, though. Miz now in 5th, moving up, trying to gain. And looks like behind him is Motorsports.
Here comes the 24. And the 22 diving under the 24.
Below
So
the 24. 24 is going to slide way up the track. Don't know if he missed a corner or some contact
24 is going to
happened.
lose a lot of spots.
24 is definitely going to
5 laps to go in stage number 1. An absolute shootout. Can the 1 be the most dominant on the inside lane? Can he defend his lead that he has right now? Here comes the 22.
Looks like
pulling up to that rear bumper.
Able to hold on to it through this corner.
Remember, the 22 was in second earlier in the stage, but he hit the V apron and then lost a good 4 spots. Here comes the 22 to the outside. The 24
Car in the
grass.
grass. Car in the grass. There's a 24. Ooh, contact in the back.
And the 2 and the 21. A big wreck in the back. The 9 involved as well.
The 1 right now, the 22's got to run on the outside. Can he make a move on the outside? Went in way too high that time. The 1's going to get under him. Caution
you gotta
is
see
out.
it. The 1 is the leader at the moment of caution.
22
wow.
and 3 right behind him.
And that is going to be 4 to go at the stage, maybe 3. 3 at the stage. Are we going to get a restart?
There won't be a restart, so really coming off of this, we might see some guys stay out for a chance to win the stage. Are we just going to run it to the end, or are there going to be pit stops on this?
I think we're coming around to 2 laps to go. If we double it up at the start-finish with a closed pit lane, we may get a one-lap shootout.
Absolutely, it's very possible at the moment.
Yeah, it's gonna depend on what. Gonna depend on what the officials rule. So the field coming by the start-finish line double file. 2 laps to go in stage 1. If we don't get this thing restarted, it looks like the one car will have won stage 1.
And last week, with 1 lap to go, going into the last lap of Martinsville, the one car had the lead. 22 made the move, got the lead just like he wanted, won the race. It's got to feel good for Party to hold him off for at least a stage right here. Because they're going to go single file, and that's how we're going to end this stage.
Yeah. Yep, we just got the ruling from the booth as you saw the field go from double to single file. They're going to finish this last lap in the third under the caution. The 1 car will win stage number 1, the 22 in second, the 3 in third, the 11 in fourth, the 48 in fifth. Oh, you're no fun. I know.
It's going to be interesting watching Jay Wood work his way back up through the field as he's at the rear right now. Looked like he had one of the best cars earlier.
See the rest of this field. We have the rest of the results: the 88 and 6th, the 95 7th, the 31 8th, the 78 9th, the 18 and 10th. Followed by the 17th,
stage,
the 17 and 11, the 2 and 12.
3 and 11 will finish it off, the top 4.
The 21 in 12th, 9 and 13, the 21 and 13th, the 9 and 14th, and the 24 and 15th. And that is how stage 1 will end. So now they get 45 seconds to make any large adjustments that they need to make here. Whose car has the best handling and who needs the most adjustments? How many of these drivers are going to be throwing the kitchen sink at their race car right now, trying to get the car any faster than what it is?
Be a decent amount. Who's going to make some strategy here? Try to move
Here we go. The field back doubled up, getting ready to go racing here in stage number 2. Green flag in the air. The 1 is leading them back to the green.
Great restart from the outside. The 22 and the 11 with a big push. The 22, got too high.
The 22 up the track. The 11 to the middle. 3 wide.
Keep the lead. Big push from the 3
the 31. Or no, that's the 3. That is the 3. The 3 looking to get up to second. I'm sorry, the 3 and the 31 are both running patriotic schemes, not their usual scheme at all.
4 Chevys on the inside here. Whoa, Party slides up.
Oh my goodness, it is tight in the quad oval.
4, 3, 48, 95, all on the bottom, all shoving hard, trying to get around that 22. 22 and no help at the top. And now the
22 got hung out to dry and was sent back. Had a return to sender sticker on that car as he's going back.
The 1 and the 3 racing very hard right now. Just from my view, just from the eye test, it looks like these are the fastest both of these cars have went all day. They are driving that car in there. 3 able to stick it. Remember
the 3, the 48, and the 95 we have not mentioned at all today.
No, we haven't. The 48, I remember speaking to him earlier this week. He was very excited about this race. Really wanted to have a good car. Thought he had a chance to maybe lock himself into the chase early on this season. That's his goal. Now he's moved into third. Looking to go around right here on the outside.
As I watch this, looking at these drivers pedal it around single file, getting a little bit of Talladega Daytona PTSD with high-speed single file racing.
Ooh.
One mistake up front can take out the entire field.
Absolutely. And you guys
very stressful.
Certain tracks like this. Remember, Atlanta, there's a whole fiasco. IROC actually won the race, had the issue with the laps. He's not racing today. So really, we can look at Las Vegas, another similar track to this. Riot swept the whole weekend, and now he's sitting there in third. The 48 got around him. You got to think he really wants an opportunity to maybe do that again at another mile and a half. He wants to be the king of mile and a half. Caution is out.
We got a caution on the speedway.
Don't know what this is from.
Looks like the 88 to 21 got together. No idea who actually initiated the caution, possibly the 9. This is all speculation. So the ruling is the 88 and the 18 initiated the caution. They will be restarting this restart from the rear.
Wow, 18, that's his third one he's been in tonight. Not been his night so far.
18 has been involved in everything.
Is the 18 getting parked or no? Okay. Okay.
So we're now hearing that last caution is under review, and I think a couple people either dropped or lagged.
Not seeing anyone that's lagged so far. Looks like Ernie is lagged. And that looks like that's about it. The 21 car is lagged. Remember, he was doing a little rain dance. He was the reason the rain came earlier.
The 21 car is now on pit lane. I think the 21 is done.
Yeah, 21's done. He's parked it for the day. Who's coming in pits? The 1 has led a big portion of this race. Motorsports moved into second there.
I think I was getting ready to make a comment on the 3 car prior to the caution being called. But yeah, from what I have seen, oh my Jesus, the 21 is flying and flipping. We're not gonna address that whatsoever. Anyway, the 3 car, yeah, Riot has had a, if you consider in the catch fence and halfway to the moon on track, but no. Yeah, we now have word. We have a 21 car in neutral, has the gas all the way to the floor in the booth.
It's like the 3's off. We beat the 1 coming out.
And 3 wide out of pit lane for the second position. The 148 and 11 is the way they, or for third position is the way they will come out. Looks like the 78, the 95,
and then the 1. Yeah, you're
the
right.
1 and the 11, 48 and the 22, your top 6. The 3 car in 7th, really dominant at mile and a halves. Gonna be fun to see him and what he can do from the inside lane. The inside, definitely the lane to beat, definitely the lane to be in. The drivers continue to work their way under the caution. They're going to get 1 to go this time by. And now the 21 car testing out those roof flaps.
In mine, the 21 is actually... Let's see what he's doing here. He's actually backed it into the light pole on pit road. Gonna be a good view of the restart from here, actually. We're gonna use this as a view for a restart. We're gonna see the guys come across the line.
We're gonna use this as a view for a restart. That's amazing.
You see the guys right now going
All
into
right.
turn 3.
So we see Spoob's confidence in his number 78 car to restart this race from the inside lane as opposed to picking the outside lane, giving the 95 a possible opportunity to at least break even with the 78 or possibly take the lead if he can nail his start. Again, he's got to time it perfectly and get up to these gears.
Here they come. We're watching from the 21's camera view. And the 78,
Green
great
flag
restart.
back in the air. The 95 forgot what a gas pedal was. There goes the third car on the inside lane by. The 48 will clear the 95 after restarting 5th. Unbelievable.
So the one, the 48 trying to get hooked up here. The one with a good run. Is he going to take advantage of it here? No,
Can the
he's
78
not. Looked like he kind of lifted.
Viva 1 to dethrone the one car for longer than 5 laps. We're going to see how long does it take for the one to get back to the front, if he gets back to the front.
It's going to be very hard for him to get up there. We know the 78, he knows what to do here, and the one definitely got a very fast car. The 78's going to slip up. There goes the one to the inside.
Yep, he slips up. Here comes the one, side by side, down the backstretch.
78 trying to fight, not let him get a good restart, and look at the 48 right there behind him.
The 48 ready to take advantage. They almost make contact, very close to each other
right there.
on the
a
entry
hair
to 3.
separate them. The one should be able to pull away here with the
ready.
inside.
He's ready to go.
Yeah,
look at him.
48 giving the one a little bit of a shove. There he goes inside. The one had to check up. 48 checks up, and now that brings everyone back into this. 78 stuck on the outside, not where he wants to be. Needs the 11 to get by quickly so he can get down behind the 11 before the 3 catches up there. But no, forget I said that. The 3 dives way down under the 11. What a run he had right there.
The 11.
They made contact, the 3 and the 11. With that happening, the 78 was able to pull ahead, move back into 3rd. And now the 1 and the 48 back as the front 2 again, just like they were last week.
Yeah, I was going to say the 78 car.
Before the end of the stage.
Spoob is one of those drivers where even if he doesn't have the fastest car, he is going to be really aggressive and make his car as wide as possible, do whatever he can to keep that car up front. Man, the one car just overpowered him, and he made a mistake in the center of 1 and 2.
Well, you know, and the one had the inside. That's what that's the spot you've got to be. I'm telling you right now, to make a move on the outside, you've got to be right in that second lane and absolutely pinch down the bottom car. That's how you're going to make it work. If you don't do that, it's not going to work. You can't enter the high lane and get a great run. It's just not going to happen. You lose too much time. You should see right now the 3 is underneath the 78. The 31 right there.
You see these drivers kind of start to break into grooves. Man, that 78
2 cars
was really high up
there.
the track. The 78 and the 3 is what I picked up.
Yeah, both of them kind of smacked the wall. Both of them kept going. No problem so far. Ooh, 2 got in the grass there. Just a tad bit. The 1 and the 48 just kind of running their own line. The 3 trying to pull them back in. We're going to jump on board with the 3 here. Get a good view of him trying to catch up to these guys.
Yeah, the 3 riot hole, remember, literally, I mean, absolutely stellar on these kinds of tracks. So we'll see if that, if what we expect out of the 3 car will show. The 48 all over the back bumper of the 1.
Yep. Running around Riot's already basically there.
Can the 48 get there? I think he's going to get side by side of him here. Trying to get a nose under that quarter panel. Can't get there. Man, is the 48 really... 48's right there. I mean, on the aggressive, looking for any advantage he can get on this 1 car.
He's got to look. He's got to look. He's got to make it happen here.
Can he get the fender? There he goes, side by side with the 1.
1 on the outside.
Did we just get a new king of Texas?
1 gets the run off the corner by sliding up just a bit. The 1's got to pinch the 48 down. I think he's giving the 48. Oh, contact! 48 in the wall!
Wow! The 48
collects a 24.
Damage.
Wow!
The 24. The 9. The 9 trying to keep it under control. And that, my friends, is going to bring out a caution.
Wow.
You ever see the two race leaders take each other out?
I'm in disbelief right now. Absolute disbelief. Them two drivers right there never gave an inch. It was actually, I thought Party gave him plenty of room. I think the 48 just got in the apron.
Yeah, I feel like it obviously it was not intentional. I don't think that was intentional. I think the 48 hit the apron.
And I'm sure both of them are apologizing to each other right now.
Yeah, it was really hard racing. Let me just, I think it's important that we got to give a news flash that the 3 car of Riot holds your race leader.
Yep. Right where he expected to be. He is trying to get another win this year. I mean, by official wins, Riot has 2. Jay Wood has 2, and Corey has 1. He wants to pull ahead and have the most points going into the chase that he can. And obviously not more than he can, but more than anyone else has.
So this absolutely dramatic race just has become a lot more dramatic.
Exactly.
The two race leaders take each other out.
Oh, and they're going to start in the back of the field here. They're going to try to work their way up right here. That's their goal.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be fast, but that was a lot of damage. I mean, the one hit that wall head on. I mean, that was a nasty hit.
Yes.
Let's hope that that damage doesn't affect his car that much. I think it's going to be interesting to see who leaves this race with the cleanest car. I think we need to have that contest. Looks like the 78 has that bidding right now. I think the 2 is a close second. No, I think the 2 has it over the 78 possibly.
Well, the 2 has been in some trouble today. Remember, he got in that issue where he got in the wall, so his rear end might be a little messed up. Because remember, I believe.
No, I'm just trying to see what I can see from the stream.
Yeah, I don't see any damage on the rear end for him. He looks pretty clean so far.
That 21 car, that's a winner. Yeah, there's people just come. Well, we'll be good to get the one to go here. So as the field works their way around this racetrack, yet again, double file at a lovely 70 miles per hour. The 2 car is your race leader.
2 and the 11. We haven't seen those guys, and we've seen the 2 and 11 up front, but now we're going to see them battling for the lead here.
Now we get to see who gets up to the gears better. Does the 11 use that outside lane to his advantage? At the beginning of the race, we saw the outside lane really prevailed, but more and more of these restarts recently, the inside lane has been the one to prevail.
Absolutely.
So maybe it isn't a lane preference.
Teammates haven't been in the front like they were earlier, and that's the main reason for this at the moment. So the inside is where you want to be. You get down there in the corner, and off of restart speed, you're able to hold it full throttle, so you don't have to worry about really how you enter the corner. Going, you know, them guys are only going about probably 150, 160 entering. The
150,
right,
yeah.
Just 150. Just 150.
Only, yeah. It's not like you reach down the highway every day or anything.
No.
Anyway. Green flag back in the air, and the 2 will absolutely annihilate this restart, or does he? Up!
Wow.
The 2 car clearly changed lanes before the start-finish line, right up the track. I don't know what he was trying to do.
Looks like the 95 will escape with the lead. The 2 is not going to be happy.
And here comes the 2 car
penalty, or he's going to slide
up the track. He goes.
Oh no! I don't know how the 22 missed that.
I don't know how the whole field missed that. Great driving by everybody.
And the 11.
I don't know if that's going to be added.
What a power move by the 11. Just got right under the 95. Go ahead.
11. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be added insult to injury. I don't know if the 2 car's going to get another penalty for that. All right, so yeah, the 2 car is clear, serving this pass through right now. But man, that was a hectic.
He's frustrated. He's got to be frustrated. Because now he's gonna go.
Yeah, he had that restart nailed. I mean, the 11 didn't even think of the gas pedal.
No.
And then all of a sudden, the 2 changes lanes a football field or 2 before the start-finish line.
And the Rook of Miz sitting there in the lead right now. With how many laps to go in this stage, guys? About 15 laps to go in this stage. Can he hold on? Oh, trouble! 48 and 9 get together. 9 spinning on the backstretch. Don't know the
Looks like it's going to be a 1-car incident. The 9 car is the only car that's going to mainly get affected from it. The 48 keeps it straight for the most part.
And Riot slowly stalking his prey.
Wow, look at that. The 3 already back up here. So they're approaching the whereabouts of about 10 laps to go in stage number 2.
Oh, Riot on the outside. Not going to make it work right there.
This time by will be 12 laps to go in stage number 2. The 11 fending off the field for the moment. The 3 car coming hard on the outside. The 22 to the inside of the 3.
And the 22 is going to take huge advantage of that right there.
Here comes the 31 all over the track.
And them 2 cars looking the same, running the same. 3rd and 4th right now. Can the 22 get around the 11? The 11 is 11 laps away from his
pushing
first
up the
ever
track.
stage
Here comes
win.
the 22 to the inside.
Wow, remember the
3.
22 just 3 laps ago barely got around. Oh, and the 11 will shut the door on the 22.
Wow,
22 not going to be too happy about that. Ooh,
you got to do what you got to do to win the stage. 11 laps to go.
11's
Actually, that may be 10 laps to go. Okay, 11 laps to go. The 22 dives back down to the inside of the 11. It's going toe-to-toe here. We're riding on board the 3.
11's going to have to get it right here. If he doesn't, he's going to have to get low as quick as he can.
Who wants
more
it
positions.
more?
There's a whole entire pack right there behind him.
Can he get there? He's
no,
trying to ride.
Contact! Wow.
The 3 was all over the road and hard into the wall.
No car has went around yet, technically.
And the 78, huge damage. There's not the 1.
A lot of cars with damage from that.
The 78 had a wild ride, drove it halfway to the border, and then back up on the racetrack. You might just want to clip that one, Spoob.
And now the 22, then the 31 is in second now. He's trying to gain the 11, push him. The 18 to stay high. Sitting there in 4th.
The 11 now falling back to 4th. The 18 to 3rd.
Exactly, yeah. 11 might have some damage. Here comes Jaywood. Remember, he got caught up in the accident with Party and Motorsports earlier this race. Jaywood trying to make a little... I mean, he's in a position for a stage point right now with about 9 laps to go.
Yep, so our top 5 right now, the 22, the 3, the 18, the 11, and the 24.
18 trying to get around the 31. I mean, what a comeback this would be if he can enter stage 3. In fact, oh, little contact there. He's able to hang on to it. If he can enter stage 3 in a top 3 position, let alone second, maybe even a stage win. I mean, he's been through the ringer this race. The ringer. The 31's going to slide up. 18 not able to make that move, though.
To be quite honest, who hasn't been?
I know, that's a good point. 24 now. For what he's been through, 24, a relatively clean-looking car on my screen. He's going to get under the 31. How many laps to go? Would you say about 7? 6 to go. The 24 can try to make an attempt to get up here. He's gaining on the 18.
The 24, he's been minding his P's and Q's, not really showing that much aggression, but with 5 laps to go in stage number 2, if any time it's time to show aggression, it's now. I can speak
Absolutely.
English.
That 24 underneath the 18 going to easily clear the 18. 5 laps to go. Does he have enough time to get around Corey?
We haven't seen the 24 show muscle this race. Can he do it now?
Oh, he's got a car. I mean, it looked like he gained at least a tenth through that corner alone right there.
18 into the wall.
Looks like he'll be able to stay right behind the 24.
Yep. We're going to see how aggressive will Jay Wood be.
Coming to 4 laps to go right here in the ending of stage 2. And he definitely gained that lap. The draft is there. He's going to gain. He's going to take a little bit off there and get a huge run off this corner.
How aggressive do you think Corey will be on maintaining his position?
Corey's just got to run his line. Oh, and Jay Wood looking low. He's going to take it.
24 side by side. The 22 is going to race him really clean.
Gives it to him. Wow. Jay Wood drove through every single one of those cars right there to get that.
He gives him the lead and his wallet. Just let him have it.
22 going to sit there. We're going to jump on board with the 22 like we did the 24. Following the leader. That 24
and the 18
just
now
looked at him and said, "Here, kitty, kitty," and drove right under every single one. We're gonna come to 2 to go. It's a 24 crosses the line right now.
Finish line. The 18 now playing the waiting game, but can't wait much longer behind that 22 car.
No, I don't think you can. The 22. How aggressive does he be? He's obviously in the draft.
I don't know. The way the 24 passed him, it looked like the 22 was having none of it.
I agree.
This time by last lap of stage number 2.
This is a surprise if Jay Wood can hold on to this. Drove from the back to the front. Oh,
I mean,
22 a little. I don't think he touched him. Looks like he thought about it a little bit. He got very close there.
Yeah, I agree. Where was the 24 on that restart? Because he came from the back to the front really quick.
And you know, it also helped that a lot of the field was taken out, but he still drove him down. But coming off of turn 4, Jay Wood will win stage 2 at Texas.
The 22 in second, the 18 in third. The 11 in fourth, the 3 in fifth.
A great ending to stage 2 there. Just gonna give a shout out to all the fans watching. We have 3 viewers right now at the time during a race. That's actually pretty good. So shout out to all of them. Can't do it without.
Yeah, we've had everything this race. We've had single file racing. We've had a little bit of green flag pit stops, not an entire cycle. And we've had the drama.
Yeah, these guys making their pit adjustments, doing what they got to. We're going to come to stage 3. How many laps will we have in stage 3? About 80 laps to go in stage 3. And here we come with this restart right here.
Yep, the field's going to come 14 strong to the restart box. Green flag is in the air. We're racing.
Jay Wood with a great restart here. Behind him's the 18, the 22 looking behind. Oh, a push from the 11 to the 18. 11 hits the apron. Looks like everything's going to be okay coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, the 24 maintaining his race lead, showing no problems, not really having that much time in the lead this race.
Absolutely not. And these guys right here, I mean, it looks like I said earlier, Texas Dega, these guys are not lifting an inch. I mean, we are 4 wide in the intra circle, or whatever that's called. I don't even care. I'm just focused on this race right now.
Here comes the 18 and the 11. Gonna be working together, see if they can double up and maybe overpower the 24 car.
And remember, last year the Spring Texas race, caution
on
is
the
out.
Speedway to 3 hard into the wall in the backstretch.
I don't see any other cars. I see the 88 on the apron. I don't know if he was involved as well. I'm sure we'll hear that.
Yep. As the feed has suspected, it was the 88 and 3. That is the call coming from the tower. So, quickie caution here. right off the bat of stage number 3. Cautions. They have not been short-lived in this race.
No, they haven't.
We've
Pits
gotten
are,
our
in fact,
money's
open.
worth of yellows.
Looks like everyone
Here they
will
come
come
to the
in.
pit lane.
Definitely going to be some sort of strategy.
You know, I have a new theory onto how the stage 2 ended on and why the 22 just let the 24 go. My theory is, you know, it's December. We're now into 12 days of Christmas. It's in the spirit of the holidays, and I think it's the season of giving. So I feel like the 22 just wanted to give the 24 a stage win right there. No work, not much work for it. I mean, obviously the 24, don't get me wrong, had a fast car and worked his way through the field. But when he got to the lead when it mattered most, it was nothing.
And thanks for joining us, Alex Jones. We're going to get back to the race here.
Alex
11
Jones
got off the pit road first there, it looks like. The one's going to go above him.
Yep.
I'm going to have to
Second,
disagree with you, Emerson. I don't think there's a chance the 22 gave the 24 that just because of the Christmas spirit.
I'm obviously, it's very theoretical. I'm kidding for the most part. I don't think the 22 just like, here, I don't want this position. But also, he didn't put up much of a fight. He just kind of stuck behind the 24. It's like, hey, you're faster. Think you deserve this a little bit more. I'm not going to wreck my car trying to battle for the stage win. I want to win the race.
I could see that.
I think that's a more accurate
description. As we're getting the one to go here, remember you can go to Veedverks.com, type in promo code VCOS, and get all your CBD needs from that site.
Yep.
Including oils, vapes, whatever you need. It's at Veedverks.com. We want to thank them again for being on board with this league. As we're going to get back going with about 75 laps to go till the end of the race. The 11 on the inside. The 1 has worked his way back up. That's something we need to pay attention. I'd kind of forgotten about the 1 car, but there he is sitting there in second place.
Yep, the 1 car. Remember him in the 48 a good 20 laps ago. That was fun.
Oh, yeah. Contact, them two will work their way back. I'm sure the 48 will make some moves back up there. The
I mean, he's
was
up
in the
in
lead
6th
before
already.
pit road. He's going to come back
The
up
78 is here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we have a
the 22
we have a strong bunch up here.
8. We're going to get a green
You have
flag
a good,
this time. 11's got to get a good restart here because you know that 1 is coming.
Yeah, out of the top 8, we've talked about 7 of the 8. We have not talked about that 17 car. They approach the restart box. Green flag in the air. We're racing at Texas. The 11 jumps out to a lead over the 1 car.
The 1's going to get down where he needs to be. And you're right, Humpy, in the 17 car, he struggled early on. Remember, got into someone. He was a caution earlier in the race. I don't remember exactly who it was. But he's now worked his way up to 7th. He's trying to make a move and maybe possibly win this thing. And the 18 below the 1. What a run the 18 got.
Wow, what an aggressive move by the 18, but it's going to pay off.
Oh, it will. I don't know what the 1 was thinking. He had a chance to protect the low line. Didn't do it. I hope it doesn't
Maybe
cost
he
him
wasn't
too
thinking
much.
about it. I think he was just trying to find a way around the 11 and forgot about the low line.
And the 1's going to get down in front of the 24. It's going to be 11, 18, 1, 24, 22. The 22's went from 8th to 5th in the matter of 1.5 laps. He's looking for more. Looks like the 31's behind him of row tied. The 78's falling back to 7th.
And now the 11 car from the race lead, he's gonna go back.
He's gonna lose it. Oh, he's gonna lose a bunch. Oh,
he's gonna fight hard.
He's gonna hang on to. I don't know how he hung on to that, but great racing from Miz right there. And you know the rookie's got to be frustrated. He's like, I want to get a win. I want to fit in this league. Old guys gave him a little touch right there and said, wait your turn and stay high. Trying to repeat from what he did last year in this race. Make it 2 spring races in a row. Excuse me. Jay Wood has now moved back into 2nd. I mean, look, we're going to ride along with Miz here. Look at this pack mentality. I mean, these guys are all right there. They're going to be pushing. The 1's going to go from 2nd to 5th, not as fast as Miz did. And now here are them 2 cars again. Oh, we got a battle for the lead. Jay Wood
Looking underneath the 18. He's going to make it work. No problem.
Wow.
Corey right behind him.
The way this field is shaping up and cycling out, look at this. The 22 is now trying to get to the inside of the 24, but you see it's very repetitive. Oh, and the 48 runs into the wall. Contact from the 88.
Wow.
Wow, the 48 on his way back up front, and his door just got shut. It was not happening.
Impact. We're not supposed. It looks like he's gonna call it a race. See what enter pit road. That'll be it for him today.
Yep, the 48 is done for today. I would be not in the best mood as well after that one. That's tough.
Teammates getting together. It seemed like. And anyways, we got a race to get back to.
Yeah, I was mentioning the way up until now, it looked like the 24 to 22 pulled away. But prior to that happening, every time the leader lost the lead to the second place driver, it was that for some reason or another that car then moved up to the middle lane, and the leader staying on the bottom lane past them. And it reminds me very well of the conveyor belt I would love to call NR 2003 if you ever watch a plate race on that game. Literally, the lead changes the exact same way almost every lap. The leader will just move up on the outside lane on the backstretch, and then the person on the inside lane will get up to the inside of them by the entry of turn 3, and they will clear them on the exit of 4.
It's got to be something with the exit of these corners. I know for a fact that coming out of turn 2, it's a very tight corner. It doesn't matter what kind of car you have. Your car's going to want to slide up. If you remember at Atlanta, we were running the low line the entire way around the track, back stretch, front stretch. We were locked to that low line because if you got under there, that was it. That's all you needed. That's what I'm afraid has happened here. Is it 22 and 24
I feel like the explanation to turn 2 is it's just flat. It's so flat. I mean, look at the banking chain. So flat, so tight. You're carrying so much speed, and you're getting onto a straightaway. As you approach a straightaway, your natural inclination is to move towards the wall, but your car's already doing that for you. It's tough. It's a tight corner.
It really is. And these guys right here have got to start working together, or the 24 or 22 will be way out front before this thing's over with. Or, I mean, they'll be too far to do anything with.
As of right now, if they don't shake a tail feather really soon, it may be these two for the race.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like 22 showing any interest in really passing the 24. He's just kind of pushing them. Look at him. Neither of them getting too close to that apron, all just kind of running their own line.
Looking back at the third position, the 18 to 78, they may be forming up into a queue here and possibly maybe gaining. We'll see.
Oh, 24 is a little bit of a wiggle. Nothing too major. 22 is going to stay below him. And look at this. We got the 1, the 18, the 78, and behind them looks like the 3 car. Yeah, the 3 car behind them. They've got to line up. I mean, them 6 cars lined up can run down. Looks like Ride's trying to get to the lead right now. He's not worried about pushing. He's trying to make it best for him right now. Get those positions, which is what he needs to be doing. The 18 outside of the 1. Oh!
I feel like it's really hard without a monitor giving us a live scoring data to visualize the field closing in on the top 2. But I think that field is closing on the top.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think they are a bit. I don't think it's nothing where I can say
it's nothing major.
They are a little bit.
But if they keep being as civilized as they are right now and not really try to pass each other, they're gonna be able to get up there.
I don't know how much. Best thing they might need is for them to race as aggressive as they are in a caution. Is the 18 gonna? Oh,
the 18
make a move.
Just sent the 1
hard,
and the 11 lost the spot to the 2 car.
And as tight as these guys are running, you expect the 1 to fall from 3rd all the way to 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th position. No, I'm kidding. 6th position. I don't know where I was counting from.
I don't know if that's what these guys needed. Maybe the 18's fast enough to lead them up there. Hopefully he is, for the sake of this queue of cars. But I don't know if that battle was necessary because it may have driven their hopes of catching the top 2 a little bit further away.
Remember, there's still probably around 55 laps to go in this thing. They got plenty of time. There's going to be pit stops. 60 to go this time around, I've been told. So even more time than I originally gave them. I mean, they're going to get there. They've got to do it now, and they've got to have really good pit stops, get on pit road clean. And honestly, a caution would not hurt them. Two guys not winning.
No, it would definitely help them bunch the field back up. But also, caution or not, you have to be able to show that you have the speed to contend or even be faster than those two if you want a chance to win this race.
Absolutely. Remember, those two haven't shown at moments, but I said early on, I thought Jaywood came through the field good, and I thought 22 could come through the field. Now that they're through the field and up at the front, I mean, it looks like it's it, dude. I mean,
they're still driving through the field. They're looking to drive to the back half of the field again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing lap cars in front of them. Them two are on a rail right now. We're right along with the 22.
Yeah, and this is exactly what the 1820s were like. They laid railroad all over the country, and people started using them. And that's what happened with these front two.
Oh, no. So these guys have kind of gotten split up.
It looks like we got green flag pit stops.
9's on
the
pit
9,
road,
the 78, the 2, the 11, the 17, the 3, the 95. Everybody coming to pit road.
78, yeah. That's something they had.
Sorry,
to
the 31, not the 3 car.
The 1 and the 3 did not come. The 1's coming this time. 3's going to keep
Here
going.
comes the 1 and the 18.
24 and 22.
The 24 and the 22. They're racing on the pit entry.
24 going to get a good entrance there. I'm going to ride along with the 22.
Look at them side by side. Oh man, the 18 and the 1. That must have been fun. Man, you got to say, this racetrack, there's so much room on this apron that you can race on the apron. And look at these guys that raced into the pit lane. That's
really
pretty cool.
We're going to try to ride along here with the 22. Remember, the 24 came in before him. Will the 22 get enough or get a better pit stop than 24 to get off before him and maybe have enough to hold the lead with about 57 laps?
Jack is down, and the
24 will get off before. Oh, the 1 out of nowhere! The 1 right out of the 24 off. The 1 is now in the lead. What a stop for him.
What a stop. The 1 to the race lead. Unbelievable.
This is the 1's moment. This is what he needed. He got the pit stop. He's back up front. He has got to get away from these two and hold the lead. But you know the 24 and the 22 are right there coming.
This also begs the question of, where's the 78 and the 3? Where are they going to come out?
I'm not sure.
The 78's behind these 3.
Yeah. The 1 gained a lot of time on that pit entrance right there. He had a really good pit entrance. Stayed completely under the white line.
And he's gonna lose the lead, but he may be he is fast enough that if he just plays his cards right, he's gonna be able to stay with these 3 and then have a shot at this race later.
Oh yeah, I mean these 2 picked up a 3rd car. His party's right there. Unless he did some sort of strategy I'm not aware of, he had a pretty great pit stop.
Yeah, and I feel like the 24 confidently up front. The 22, wow, they're kind of pulling away from the 1.
I think they are.
Man.
Yeah, the 1 just does not have the car to keep up with him too. I mean, I thought he would. I thought he was going to get a good chance to compete and maybe win this thing. 24 and
suddenly
driving away.
I don't know if anybody's faster than these 2.
No, the 1 was a car early on, led it more laps than anyone else. Him and the 8 and the 48
maybe
got together, and he's just not been as dominant since.
Yeah, maybe those crashes have been catching up to him. Those crashes, after a while, they start to add up and affect the aerodynamics. Here comes the 22, looking to the inside of the 24.
Not gonna happen. This
falls back in line.
Gotta give it a little more time. I think he should go now, but you know the 22 is gonna wait. The 22 is gonna wait his turn.
And the 1 car no longer to be seen in that mirror of the 22 car. He is out of there.
1 had to take some sort of strategy.
He had to, yes. And I agree with that.
The 78's passing him.
Man, he got blown out of the water.
Bad strategy for the 1. You know he's going to be kicking himself this time. He's begging for a caution right now.
Yeah, you see he is just not as fast as the 78. Losing time to him, the 2. I feel like, yeah, he probably did take 2 tires or something. Because they did come in quite a ways back.
Riot here is he's going to get a run. We're going to see him get a run on the 1 here. And just show you the difference of 4 tires and 2. And also bottom and low line. Oh!
And also bottom.
No caution. 3 guys got in the wall there.
Yeah, it looks like everything continues as scheduled. 24 into 22 continue to put on an absolute duet of a clinic.
Yeah. And 17 now. Looks like 17 spun out. Wow.
Caution on the speedway, and that is going to kill the momentum of the 22 and 24. The 17 having a fun time on the front stretch, I believe. Also involved was the 31 car. That's what we're getting from the booth. Or from the tower, my bad, we are in the booth. And 50 laps remaining in this race. Well, I don't know if a driver other than the 24-22 is going to win this race. But if they do, you're going to have to give that driver a lot of credit.
Absolutely.
The pit lane has been opened up to the lead lap cars. And the 88 car, little late to pit road, question mark?
Maybe, but he's in there.
And just like the little kiddie train at your local mall, everybody knows the tale.
And yeah, I am receiving word. Party did in fact have 2 tires on that. It was a huge miscommunication between him and his team there.
And the 24 is down and away. The 18 will beat the 24. And the 78 may have something to say. Did the 78 get to the 24? No, 18, 24, 78, 2, 95, 3, 22, 1, and 11.
Wow. 22 right there on the bottom. 1 to go at the line now.
What a race off of pit road. But I've ran a pace speed of 40 and never had problems. Oh, I guess a lot of people. As the field works their way around, coming to 48 laps to go.
1 to go this
18. The 18. Can he out-duel the 24 car here on this restart? Who's going to have the better restart? Who's going to get caught sleeping? Who's going to get it through the gears better? It's going to be interesting to see. The 18, the 24, the 78, the 2 haven't mentioned much of the 95. 95 did lead earlier, but not a lot.
Yeah, I think.
And the 3 we've mentioned, but the 3's barely led.
Yeah, I think the 18 has the fastest car. The 3 has not led tonight yet. Well, he did stay out a lap later than everyone else on the pit, so I guess technically he's led a lap tonight, but I don't believe that he's driven his way to the front and led multiple laps together. However, I do think the 18 has a very fast car. He's got to get a good restart. Him and Spoob has got to get a good restart.
They approach the restart box. Green flag in the air, and the 18 gets the gas pedal before the 24 can even say, hey. The 78 will clear the 24.
24 is trying to get down. Can he get down in front of the 95? He will.
And he will.
Corey's back in fifth. With them two try and link up again.
The 78 has something to say about this.
Yes, Senna's is going to try to block the 24. He will go in that corner. 18 on the inside. 18's got to hold it with about...
The 11 and the 1 hard into the wall in the back. Caution on the speedway.
Wow.
That is the 11 and the 1 car.
9 also involved right there. Caution roll 2, and then you get some challenges.
That was interesting. I was looking at the back half of the field, and I saw the 11 looking to maybe pick up some souvenir grass pellets, and then right up the track he goes into the 1 car. I was like, what in the world? I had no idea what had happened. Obviously, try not to speculate anything, but I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I know what you mean. 1's got to be extremely frustrated over that.
Yeah, 1 has had... Now I think it's a more definitive
24
race
stays
now
out. 24 stays out.
I think that's the first time somebody stayed out on the lead lap.
The first time someone has stayed out. Everyone else coming down.
So earlier you mentioned that somebody had been through the ringer. I think it's now been a more definitive race that I think the 1 car has had one of the worst races after showing strength early. I mean, he has had it all since stage 1. It's not been his day. Other than dominating stage 1. But, yeah. Man.
And the 1 and the 18 off of pit road. Gonna be in second to the 24 here.
Then the 95, the 22, the 2. Oh, the 78 took 2 tires. Yeah, nobody caught that.
Oh.
That's okay. I was on the same boat as you. He fucking... My bad. He, he had, cleared his throat. I'm like, well, what's that supposed to mean? And I start flipping through the field. I'm like, oh.
We would like to apologize for the language of Emerson. We'll try not to let it happen again.
I'll receive a fine for that later.
FCC regulations state, and I quote, we're getting back on the restart here. The 24 in the lead. About how many laps to go?
And the 11 looking for a recreational time with the wall.
42 to go.
I feel like Eddie Gossage... I feel like Eddie Gossage should do the 11 car a favor, give him some safer barrier to take back to his hotel. Green flag back in the air. We're racing at Texas. The 24 and the 78. Door to door for the most part. The 24 then clears the 78 in the 1.
Yep, 24 just where he needed to be right there. 78's right behind him. 18 in a little run. Oh, he's going to touch the 78. Pushing the 78 under the 24. 78 not going to be able to make it stick, though. But 24 going way high. Definitely had to be some contact between the 78 and 24. Not on the 78, though. 18 gave a huge push.
The 78 gets that.
18 is trying to get to the lead.
Yeah. It's also been confirmed that the 11 is done for the day.
18 drove a little too hard in there. I thought 22 was going to get under him. And wow, Jay Wood, a little shove to the 78. Man. 78, huge.
These drivers are all over the road.
18 sliding up, 22 trying to get down there. You can hear communications drivers not happy with each other.
The only person who's happy is that 78 car.
I don't even think he's happy. I just think he's content at the moment.
He's content.
The 31 and 3 working their way up. 24 on the outside. A lot of guys right now. We see the 1 on the outside. A lot of guys just trying to make their way up. It's so hard to make your way through the field at a track like this when the draft's such a key, so everyone's right there behind each other.
The 22 does clear the 18. The 22 is now up to second. The 3 is now going at it for the 3rd position.
Right there. We're going to be 3 wide going in this corner if these guys keep it up. We want the 2. Ooh, 31's going to slide up a little bit.
Oh, some contact there. Looks like the 22 got to the bumper and into the grass he goes.
Looks like just the 2's been affected. He's got to be frustrated.
After this race, Eddie Gossage may be adding some purse money to this race for all the grass these guys have mowed.
Absolutely, and 78 right there in the lead. And the 22 going to look, not going to be able to make it happen that lap. He's got to set it up, got to be more comfortable getting in there with it. And look, the 22, once again, pushing the 78. Maybe the 22 is pushing the 24 out there. That's why they got such a big lead. But they're kind of leaving the rest of the field right now. And the 3 of Riot now in 2nd and 3rd place. He's trying to come up through here. The 31 is teammate behind him. And the
not to take away from the 24 at all.
Oh, and there goes the 22 to the lead.
Was fast enough to get up there in the 2nd stage. As they are side by side, the 22 looking to clear the 78.
Will do with the 78 making contact with the wall there. Keep in mind, 78 took 2 tires. Everyone else 4 there, with the exception of the 24, I believe. 24 making his way back up.
24 took no tires. The 78 took 2 tires.
The
24 didn't pit.
Exactly. 78 in 2nd position right now. Looks like he's gaining back on that 22.
Oh, the 18 and the 1 almost make love to that wall. They fall back in line.
Oh, has the 1 moved his way back up? He has. Excuse me there.
We'll see if the 1...
talking about someone else.
Nope. Now we'll see if the 1 car can stay up here before getting sent into another wall head-on.
Yeah, the 1 been caught up in a bunch of crashes today. He's got to be frustrated with that.
But very admirable of him to not give up and still understanding how long this race is and how fast his car is, that he still has a great chance at this race.
Yeah, 22 in the lead right now. Holding on, 78-3 right behind it. The 3. Keep in mind, he's been close all race. Hasn't been able to get to that point yet.
Not really led during regular green flag racing.
No, he hasn't. Looks like 24 going to look to the top of the 18 here.
Here comes the 3. Can he get a fender in the 78? The 18 making love to the barrier at the start-finish line.
And yeah, it looks like the 3 will be under the 78. And them 2 too wide, pulling and dragged off the 22. That's going to suck this whole entire field back up again. 3's got to get around the 78 now. Oh, contact's made.
Yeah. Oh, contact. I feel like the sense of urgency was in the 3 car.
Oh, 78 got into
the 24. The 24 is in the grass. He keeps it straight. They both fall back to the 4th and 5th position.
Here comes the 17, the 18, the 95 again. And that's what's split everything up. And here comes the 3 of Riot trying to pull back in. to the 22.
What I was saying is, it's not. I'm not saying that was intentional whatsoever. It looked like he hit the apron, but maybe he hit the apron because there was a sense of urgency for that 3 car, knowing that if he was battling with the 78 long enough, that 22 would have driven away from a point where the 3 couldn't get his draft, and the 3 really tight on the exit of turn 2. Here comes teammate in the 31.
I'm not gonna say that the 3 intentionally got into the 78 there, but I will say that the 3 said, you know what, I'm running this line. If he's there, so what? If he's not, so what? I'm running my line. I've got to get to the lead. And it turns out the 78 was there. They made contact, but ended up the guy who got dorched the most on that was, in fact, the 24. And now the 22 looks like he's pulling away.
Yeah, the 3 and the 31 are battling, and the 22 is... He's having a field day with it. They are... He's gone.
Yeah, these guys have got to kind of hook up and draft together to catch that 22. It's what's going to have to be done. You see 2 RCR cars. Well,
here comes the 1 car.
The
1 car is hungry. He's not having any of this RCR battle.
No, he's not. He's got to realize, though, he's got to push with about 30 laps to go. He's got to push that 3 if they're going to get to the 22.
I think he knows that he's got to push somebody. He wanted to single it out, and you can already see. Look at that. Look at the difference. The 3 is gone from his teammate. I mean, he's out of here.
He is pushing as hard as he possibly can right now, trying to get up to that 22.
What's left of that front bumper?
Yeah, what's left? Just took a couple hard hits to the wall. Probably a little concussed. So there might be 3 cars. Just push the middle one, Party. It looks like Party looking to the outside.
Just push the middle one. I think he's pushing the one on the right.
Yeah, he's trying to get around him. Another 3 is probably frustrated, wanting him to be pushed right now, but maybe the 3 can push the 1.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the 1 should fall back in line and keep pushing that 3. They were making up a lot of time. They visually gained on that 22 car.
Wow, dude, the 1 just passed the 3 on the outside. That's
on the
impressive.
Outside. Testament to the strength of that car after the 75 different crashes it's been in.
Yep, and the 3 right now trying to push, trying to keep up. All this going on, the 78's now gained on these guys. Don't know exactly what happened 31, but he's been dropping like a rock. 1 definitely looks a little faster than 3. Can they gain on that 22 right now, though? That's the question. Oh, the 3 to pit road. The 3 is dope.
This may be the fuel run, though. I don't think this is going to be unscheduled, because here comes the 18 and the 17.
A lot of cars come into pit road now. How long will the 22 stay out? How long will the 1 stay out? And the 78 as well. He's right there with them.
Is this a one-stop race from this point? The 24 and the 88 coming off of pit lane, as well as the 95. The 9 onto pit lane. Here comes the 3 and the 22 and the 2 and the 1.
The 1. I think the 1's gaining a lot of time right now.
Yeah, the 1 is on it on the pit entry. The 78 stays out, leads a lap. Probably not going to help him in the long run, but get a couple more laps under his belt.
The 1 gained a huge amount there. Looked like the 22 kind of got slowed up by his teammate there.
Whose pit crew is going to shine on this round of green flag pit stops? Remember, green flag pit stops, more so ever that it's probably the second to last round of pit stops of the race. And any mistake made by these crews is magnified greatly in the finishing results.
Right along with
the 22's jack is down and away. And no competition. The 1 will come out second.
See how they go through this the apron right here.
This pit access is going to be a testament to how this race will finish for the most part. I think there's going to be 1 more green flag pit stop, and obviously there's about 25-something laps to go.
78 still on the track right now.
I think the 78 may be making his last pit stop.
Yeah, he's in his last pit stop. Laps remaining.
I think that's
23 laps remaining. The 78 has spoken interest of going for it. A lot of these guys can't. We're going to see what goes on. You see all the leaders go around him.
Yeah, there they all go, but can they make it is the question.
Probably not. I don't think so. The 22, though, if anyone can make it, it will be that 22.
That 22, he's also, I mean, he's got a big lead now over the 3 and the 24 and the 1.
Yeah, 24 definitely made some ground up through there.
Yeah, we thought the 1 had a great pit entry and exit, but that pit stop really, it killed the 1. And that's
it did. That's what it came to. He probably had a 15-second pit stop. 22 crew had their best of the day. It's just the way it goes. Will the 24 try to work with the 3 here? Will the Chevys hook up?
And that is just the way it goes. I mean, say the hose gets stuck under the front end of the car for a split second longer than it should be, and that could be your race. I mean,
yep, and then 24 just went right under the 3. No problem. The 1's going to get under there too. Remember, the 24 might be the only car to run down that 22.
I mean, he was up there. That was the car that was up with the 22 at the beginning of stage 3.
He's going to get tied off this corner. 1's going to get a good run on him. I expect the 1 to push, the 3 to push behind them. Remember, 24 gained a lot last time running right on that white line. He has a very, very smooth race car right now.
Yep.
20 to go.
24 to 1 and the 3 running nose to tail, 20 laps to go.
Spoob, can you let me know when there's 10 laps to go, bub? With about 20 to go, we're going to go back out to these leaders.
And you can see the visual improvements in the gap between the 22 and the 24. And the battle for this race lead is starting to show some life.
Yeah, I agree. The 24 is definitely gaining. Oh, there's a lap car up here. Let's see what kind of effect plays. The 31 is the lap car.
I don't know if he's a lap car. Okay.
He's got he fell pretty far back. He's got to be a lap down.
Okay. That does make sense as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember talking about the 31 prior to 2 pit stops.
Yeah, I remember when you remember when the 1 passed him and he just dropped back. We thought the 1 was pushing the 30 or the 3 there for a second. But hey, regardless, the 24 is in fact gaining on the 22. You can see it right now.
Well, I don't know about that now. Now that the 22 has a drafting buddy.
Yeah, I don't think the 31's going to be able to keep up. And
but it may have helped the 22 a bit, because if this 31 kind of sits where he is right now, the 24, the 1, and the 3 have to figure out a way around him.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe
that's,
the 3 will ask
exactly what's going to happen.
The 3 might ask him to get out of the way. Yeah, it looks like he'll get out of the way.
He drops down. And the 22, not as strong as he was earlier, or maybe the 24 is that much stronger, because here they come. It's about to be a 4-car battle for the race lead, coming to about 15 laps to go.
And I'll tell you right now, the 24 is in the draft now, so he's there. Corey can try to stay away as far as he could. The 24 is there. The 24 is going to be hooked to the 22 the remainder of the race, excluding
it's definitely these top 4.
Yeah, it's excluding caution. These are going to be the 4 drivers that's going to do it. We got the only 3 winners of this year. 20 slips up to 24 to the bottom.
Here he goes again. I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. It didn't look like he hit the apron. It kind of looked like he kind of gave him the lane again.
No, he's gonna make a comeback on the 1. Don't look like he'll make it there. I don't think. Oh yeah, there's no way with 15 laps to go he would give him the lane. Probably slipped a little bit. Had to be what
maybe
it was.
Slipped on the entry. Because I didn't see him hit the apron. The 24 getting pushed up the track. The 1 looking for the inside lane, and the 22 is right there as well.
Keep in mind, we have 3 winners, and we also have the 1 car never won in this series. The other 3 have won it, or the only ones that win in this series this year. 2 of them have done it multiple times. The 1's hungry, and the 1 wants that win.
Yeah, I mean, that 1, he's had a roller coaster of a day. He dominated stage 1. Got absolutely trampled by everybody in the food cart guy in stage 2.
Yeah, and I mean, he's had a roller coaster last couple of weeks. If you remember last week, he had the lead with 1 lap to go. The 22 moved him. He is hungry for a win. He could taste that win last week.
We should be approaching 10 laps to go any lap now.
Yep, the 24 right there trying to hold off and get his win at Texas and giving him the lead for most wins on the year. Almost looks like these guys have slowed down in the draft, but it's really just a... Oh, wow.
Whoa, the 24 and the 1. Oh, they're coming to make pit stops.
Yep, they're making their pit stop right now.
And the 1 is
going to pass. Oh, he's going to 24 up. 24 gets back down.
Contact with the 24, sends him back up on the racetrack. The 24 gets back down per rule.
Yep.
And the 1 aggressive pit entry. That the 1 beat the 24 on the pit entry.
Wow.
What a pass.
He had to do what he had to.
That could be what wins the race. How hard it is to pass at this racetrack.
22 and the 3 still staying out. They're going to push it. Maybe they're expecting a caution.
Yeah, as of in about 5 seconds, the 1 and the 24 can go are a lap down now.
Officially a lap down. Keep in mind, let's find the 78 here.
Yeah, the 78, he's trying to make it on fuel. The 18 had a better pit stop than the 24 and the 1. So the 18 at the moment is the leader as far as everybody who's pitted. Yeah. The 2 is on pit road. So the 18 is the theoretical race leader. The 22 coming to pit lane.
Wait, what did the 18 do? Did he do a quicker pit stop?
The 18 came in the pit road behind the 24 and the 1 and came out of pit road ahead of the 24.
Wow.
So the 18's in the catbird seat as of now. Well, the 78 is, if he can make it.
Yeah, and we'll see the 78 right now.
Yeah, right now on the front stretch, I believe he should be the leader as of now.
Yeah.
3, oh, that's right. The 3 has not pitted.
Gonna find 3 is on pit road right now.
Yeah, there he goes.
So we're gonna get on the 78 right now, doing a little pit strategy.
Pit box. 88's on pit road. The 78 coming to 3 and 4.
And yeah, 3 still being on pit road.
There goes the 78 to the race lead.
Yep.
The 95, I believe, is now second.
Yep, and there's the battle for second. Corey to the second.
Yep, the 22 will cycle up to the second position. And now the 22 probably has taken 2 tires. And obviously is at no risk of not finishing this race on fuel.
No.
The 78, he is saving fuel. I mean, the 95 caught and passed him. Can the 78 make it? The 78's coming out of turn 4.
How many laps are left? 5 laps to go. Corey entering turn 1. The 78.
On the backstretch, entering turn 3 now. So it's about the length of the backstretch and then some. The gap between the 78 and the 22.
Absolutely. 78 saving a lot.
Yep. 78, 4 laps to go. Let's ride on board with the 78 and here to his throttle trace.
You can tell he's definitely saving. We're going to try to find the 22.
What throttle trace in the center of 1 and 2?
Yeah, the 22 coming on the exit of turn 4 now. Or exit of turn 2, excuse me. About to enter turn 3.
Yeah, the 78's saving a lot. This time by 3 laps to go. I don't know if this 88's gonna just chill behind the 78, maybe do one less lap. We'll see. No, the 88 looks to the outside of the 78.
And the 22 can now see on his screen that 78 car slowly and steadily.
Yeah,
I guess
I
about
feel
a
like
5-second difference.
This 88 is just trying not to finish an extra lap.
And the 78 is actually going to come to 3 laps to go this time.
3 laps to go. The
2
laps to go. This may fall into the 78's hands if he can make it on fuel. The 22 coming strong. But it's not going to be enough without some help of the 78 running empty.
Right along with the 78 right now. He has come into 1 to go.
Yep, white flag. Can the 78 make it on fuel?
You can tell he is definitely saving.
The 78, his only competition is...
Oh, the 78's running out!
And then he's sputtering! Can he make it?
78 running out! We're going to go jump on board the 22
the
now.
The 88 wreck on the backstretch.
The 22 will pass easily.
The 22 will pass the 78. And the
22 Corey will get his 2nd win of the year, 2nd win in a row, and he will win at Texas Motor Speedway by passing the 78 on the last lap. Wow.
The 1 and the 18 will cross 2nd and 3rd, the 24 and 4th. And the 78 will come by in 5th. What a shot by Spooby. Almost. But almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Wow, congratulations.
Ran out of gas on the back straightaway. And what a finish it was. It was turn 3 and 4. The 9 and the 88 got together. And the 22, I'm sure he saw his life flash before his eyes. Saw the 22, the 1, and the 24, the top 3 as far as I know.
Who were the top
What
3?
a race. I mean, 22, 1, and 24.
That was your top 3, okay.
I mean, this race had everything. It had delays. It had a moment of silence. It had 50 yellows. It had cars lagging and flipping and drama and leaders taking each other out and cars running out of gas and 2 tires and no tires and staying out. It had everything.
It really did. It really did. It was enjoyable to call. Yeah, that's what it was for sure.
Again, after... Alright, Spook, take care. It was... It was fun. Back at it again. Yep, back at it again after a 3-week break, and it did not disappoint for me to come back to such a thrilling racing league.
And the winner is in the party, Corey.
Yeah.
What is up, my guy?
Not much.
How was that win? 2 in a row, man. How's it feel?
Feels great.
That's good, man.
So,
now, let me ask you something. Do you kind of get, like, a pleasurous feeling when you pass someone trying to save fuel? I mean, you're kind of the unproclaimed king of saving fuel, or is just a win to you?
It makes it a little more special. To watch him run out that close and pass him.
Evil man,
so,
evil man.
No doubt, throughout this race, you were definitely one of the faster cars. You and the 24 worked so well together to be in stage 3. It looked like you worked well with most people. But it looked like when cars got to you, this is a genuine question. Did you move up to the outside lane and let them pass you, or what was all that about? I saw it several times.
Yeah, I had to. My car wouldn't hold it in front of him.
Okay, that makes
yeah,
sense.
I didn't want to wreck everybody.
That makes sense. You had a crazy fast car. I mean, wicked fast. You were pulling away through a good part of the green flag portion of stage 3. So,
yeah.
how was the car?
Cars I've had there.
That answers that.
You've gotten 2 in a row.
But one
with
thing
this
I want to
truck.
say is that one is dedicated to Roll Tide and his entire family.
Class act.
Yep. That is. Yeah, that definitely just major respect to you. Yeah, thanks for the entertaining win and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, who finished second?
I believe that was Party.
Party. Did you come in second, Bub?
Third.
Third. Who's second?
Oh, okay. 24.
24 was
The
in second?
3.
The 3?
The 3?
3.
Riot.
Wow,
You came in second, bud.
I'm
How's
sorry,
it feel?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
How's it feel? God,
Yeah, I mean, is it
I
disappointing?
thought I had a. No, I thought I had a 10th place car at the most. For a while there, the car was so loose. But
yeah, I
after
didn't
some
see you up front
adjustments-
early on, which, at a mile and a half I spoke, you swept all 3 races at what track? Vegas. So I expected
Vegas.
you to have a fast car. Texas kind of being similar to that. But you kind of seemed like you got it together as the race went on.
Yeah, it was tough though. But I mean, I was able to make those adjustments and was able to get the track position back there at the end. It was kind of chaos throughout the whole race, but I was there where it counted. So.
Yeah, when it
Yeah.
counted as well.
I mean, we see you as like one of the better people at mile and a halves as far as this season has gone, and you were kind of up there for most of the race. Actually, I think for all race, like we were kind of wondering when would you get to the lead, and did it ever like occur to you that you really didn't get to the lead and did like. I'm sure as a race car driver you want to, but like you said you had a 10th place car. Were you expecting to get to the lead at any point in the race?
No, the car was just so darn loose. I couldn't keep it out front. And then when the 24 got up behind me, and I knew that was going to be the car to beat, it was just so damn loose. There was no way. So I had to try and plan it to where it was going to be a last lap pass at least. But that came down to the pits there. I knew I lost it whenever Corey went in the pit before me, and then I pitted the next lap. That just extra lap of fresher tires goes a long way. So it's a good one to Corey. It was a good race overall. Just need to clean it up a little bit. But yeah, that's it.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on here, and congrats on the 2nd place finish.
Yeah, thank you guys, and you guys are awesome.
Love you.
Keep it up.
Thank you, man. We really try.
All right, and the 3rd place finisher, Party People. Are you there? Are you out there?
Yeah.
Man, how's it feel to finish 3rd, dog?
I
I feel like I'm interviewing you after these races a lot, but it's never for winning the race. Are you gonna win soon, man? I mean, we're waiting on it.
Yeah, I know. I feel the same, man. But I mean, with the way the first half of the race went, I definitely deserved to win tonight. But I mean, after getting wrecked, I just kept getting wrecked and getting caught up in other people's wrecks and just. I got back up there in the front at the end. I just sort of made a bad call. I wish there was 2 more laps I could have caught up to them. I took 4 tires, hoping that'd be the fastest way.
That's exactly what I wanted to ask you. This race for you was almost the tale of 2 halves, or the tale of the first stage and the rest of the race and the final 20 laps. I mean, you dominated stage 1, which I'm like, man, he's definitely like a threat to win this race. Can't count him out. And then stage 2, you and the 48. What was that about? Like you and the 48. What did you see? And what happened there?
I mean, I gave him plenty of room on the bottom. He just clipped the apron. I mean, I was pretty upset, but I mean, once he hit the apron, there's nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, it looked like you were the recipient of a lot of crashes and crash damage that you had no part of or little part of for most of the second and beginning of the third stage.
Yeah, it's definitely a very frustrating night, but I mean, I was driving my heart out. I kept moving up through the field, but I just kept getting wrecked.
All right, you're coming to the green.
I definitely had a car capable of winning tonight, but I mean, again, I can't seem to make the right call at the end of these races, man. Martinsville was my best chance. I need to smarten up.
Speaking of calls, that call with it was about middle of the third stage when you took 2 tires and tried to get up ahead of the 24.
Yeah, that is more mechanical failure. Something broke on the car, and yeah, it was just horrible, man.
I thought it was just you took 2 tires. I thought it was just that you took 2 tires and they had 4 tires and you just got blown out. But that makes a little bit more sense why you lost so much time so quick.
Yeah, for sure. It's very depressing, man. But on to the next race, man. I need one of these wins against
you deserve that one.
Yep.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind it's coming soon, party. Good luck to you for the rest of the year, and good luck tomorrow. And I guess that'll clear us for this week's broadcast. Emerson, I'm glad to have you back, bud.
Yep. Again, a lot of fun to commentate these. I'm blessed that I have this opportunity to commentate for a league, but not only that this league is really entertaining week after week. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, mile and a halves in real NASCAR are not seen as entertaining races. And that is not the mindset I'm going to have for mile and a halves as far as this league goes, because this is the 3rd mile and a half race that I've been able to commentate, and it's the 3rd wild, wacky race that I've witnessed and commentated on, and I've loved it.
Well, I'm glad to have you here. And remember, guys, go to Veedverks.com, promo code VCOS to get all your CBD needs. I'm Jackson with my boy Emerson signing out. Thanks for watching.
Yep.
See you guys
Congratulations to Corey.